Hey, Team MX, Coach MJ here. Thank you for joining me for this 35-minute total body class. What you'll need today is a couple sets of dumbbells, medium to heavy, a mat, some water, and of course, a sweat rag. All right, let's get started. Come on down to the floor with me. We're going to start in a tabletop position. We're going to begin to warm up those upper body and those hips. So let's plant the hands underneath our shoulders. Let's take a big inhale, push the pelvic back while you gaze up. Exhale and round up nice and high into that scary cat. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Nice. From here, we're going to begin to rock the hips back towards those heels and then rock forward. We're going to do a total of 3 rocks. If you feel like you need to do an extra rock, go ahead and do that extra rock. On this next rock, we're going to thread the left arm underneath the right arm, dropping that left ear down towards the floor. Take a big inhale, rock out of that, and switch sides. Inhale, exhale. Now, if you feel like you need to work on one side more than the other, go right ahead. Anytime any movement feels like there's some sort of dysfunction there, maybe on just one side, then you can certainly just work that side over and over again. Good. From here, let's extend the right leg out to the side, and we're going to do the rock. We're going to pause. We're going to take that right arm and thread it underneath the left arm. Good. Come on up. Let's rock out of that. Let's do that one more time. Thread it under. Nice. I'm going to turn to the front for this one. We're going to switch sides. Left leg is out. Same idea. Hips rock. Thread the left arm this time underneath the right arm. Dropping that left ear down. Repeat that. I feel so good. Nice. From here, we're going to move into a half kneeling position. So let's bring the right foot forward. That left arm is going to reach up as we lengthen through that left hip and then bring it back. We're going to do this for a total of 3. But again, if one side feels a little bit more funkier than the other side, do a few extra reps. Nice job. Let's hold this one. Bring that left hand to the outside of the right. Right palm is up. Let's open up and begin to rotate through that spine. Inhale, and then exhale as you open up, following along. Good. Let's do that one more time. Nice job. Let's switch sides. Left foot is forward. Nice and tall. Here we go. Reach. Nice job. Exhale as you lengthen through that hip. Nice. Really reach that arm nice and tall. Good. Let's plant that hand to the outside of that left knee. Left palm is up. Go ahead and rotate open. Now, I find my left side is less mobile than my right. So I'm going to give myself an extra rotation here. One more time. Nice. From here, we're going to plant those hands down on the inside. We're going to begin to move into our world's greatest stretch. So you can stay here on the knee, or you can follow along with me and extend back through that right heel. We're going to reach the left arm down, then we're going to lengthen up to the ceiling. From here, let's bring the hand to the outside. Let's sit back into that left heel, pushing the right knee down. Nice. And we're going to stand up and we're going to switch sides. This time, left leg comes back, right hand reaches in. Again, remember you could drop that knee, lengthen up, bring it out, back into those heels. Good. Shift forward, stand it up. We're going to repeat it one more time on each side. Right leg is back, left elbow in, open up, plant the hand, hamstring. Shift forward, stand up, switch side. Left leg is back. Right hand is in. Open up. Plant the hand back to that heel. Nice. Stand up. Good job, team. Let's go to the back of our mat. We're going to inchworm down into that plank position. And we're going to hold it here. Now, feel free to hold the plank on your hands, or come on down to your forearms. We're just going to hold it for 10 more seconds, pulling the belly button in, squeezing the glutes nice and tight, driving back through the heels, and release it. Nice. Let's flip over on our backs. So we're going to do some glute bridges, get those hips nice and active. Now, I'm going to show you an alternative to our marching glute bridge. So from here, plant the hands down by your hips. We're going to squeeze the glutes up and then drop them down. I want you to play with your foot position, either plant the foot flat on the floor or lift the toes up. Do what feels good. Let's hold it up on this last one. From here, we're going to do some marches, elevated marches. So we're going to lift the right leg up, release the right leg, and we're going to keep the hips high. Usually we'll drop the hips, but we're going to keep it up. Keep squeezing the glutes as you lift one leg at a time and pause and release it down. And breathe. Let's do one more on each side. Nice. Settle those hips down. We're going to move into some heel taps, and we're just going to add a little resistance to really activate our core. So let's lift one leg up at a time. We're going to take the right hand, plant it on that left knee, and you're resisting each other. Hand is resisting knee, knee is resisting hand. Left arm is up. While we press into that knee, we're going to extend the opposite leg out and reach the opposite arm back, and then pull it in. Let's do 5 on each side. Making sure you keep that lower back nice and stable. You don't want it to come up off the floor like an arch. Good. Let's add one more. You should feel those abs fired up. Then let's switch sides. Left hand on that right knee. Right arm is up. Left leg extends back as you press into that knee. Inhale and exhale. Good. I'm shaking. Are you shaking? If not, add a little bit more pressure into that knee. 2 more. Last one. Nice job. Let's stand it up. All right, team, we're going to come into an upright position. Nice and easy. We're going to do 3 drop squats. So we're really starting to activate that nervous system. So from here, I want you to reach up nice and high on your toes. I'm going to say drop, and you're going to drop down into that squat. What I want you to look for is when you drop down, those knees are still in line with your toes and they're not rolling in. All right, we got 3 of those. Here we go. Let's reach up high and drop. Yeah, and then stand up, shake it out. 2 more. You should really feel that heart rate climbing and drop. Nice. Last one, team. Reach it up and drop it down. Now let's hold it here. We're going to do some 2-inch runs. Nice and light on your toes. You know I call this my Tina Turner. So let that butt go. Wiggle it for 3, 2, and 1. All right, team. I'm going to grab a sip of water. Then we're going to get started with the workout. Excuse me. All right, so we have 7 movements in our circuit today. All right, we're going to go through each movement nice and easy. Our first set of exercises, we got 40 seconds of work. It's about a 20-second rest built in between each exercise. Then we have 30 seconds of the exercises. Then we have 10 seconds. Then we have a finisher and you're done. All right, so I want you to start with a doable weight that's going to challenge you for at least the time that you're doing it. All right, so I'm going to pick up my first set of dumbbells. We have curtsy lunges. So curtsy lunges, you're going to just step 1 foot back, sink down, stand up, and switch sides. It's like you're taking a bow to the audience. All right, we got 40 seconds of work. Let's get ready in 3, 2, and 1. So bow to your audience, step up and switch sides. It's 40 seconds, team. This movement is going to be followed by bent over rows. So this is your lunge, but a tighter position of that lunge. So take your time as you go to try to sink your knees down towards the ground and breathe. We've got 15 seconds to go. Keep it nice and tight. All right, let's just step right behind that opposite leg and then drop down. And rest. All right, team. Our next movement are bent over rows. So you're going to hinge those hips back, arms along, and from here you're going to pull up and you're going to squeeze those backbones together. All right, so if you need to change your weights out, change your weights out. We're going to get started in 3, 2, and 1. 40 seconds, big squeeze. Try not to jerk the dumbbells, but think about squeezing through the back and breathe. Now, if you need a little support here, you can put one dumbbell down and just do one arm rows, all right? I'll let you know when you get to that halfway mark so you can switch sides. Well, we're past halfway, 15 seconds to go. So if you decide to do single arm, go ahead and switch it now. Big squeeze. Nice job, team. Let's get one more big one. Nice, and release it. We got front squats coming up. So weights or no weights, we're going to bring those weights to the front of our shoulders. Our feet's in our squat stance. We're going to take our squat down and stand it up. 40 seconds of work. Getting started in 3, 2, 1. Down and up. These squats are going to be followed by shoulder presses. Got various ways you can do your shoulder press. All right, totally up to you. We're halfway, so 20 seconds to go. Don't forget to drive those knees out. Plant the whole foot down, toe and heel. Spread the toes apart. Drive the heels down as you squeeze those glutes up. We got 5 seconds. And rest. All right, team. We got 20-second rest. So while you're resting, our next movement, you've got shoulder presses. You can do an Arnold style, or you can do it straight up or facing out. Totally up to you. Getting started in 3, 2, and 1. I'm a big fan of the Arnold presses, but I have to be intentional and remind myself to switch it up. We're still on that 40-second circuit, team. Next circuit's going to move a little faster, so don't fret. There we go, 15 seconds to go. Now, you start to fatigue, go into that alternating press. One arm rest while the opposite arm works. All right, 3 seconds, get one more in there. Nice job, all right. Nothing new here, Romanian deadlifts. But if you are new on the call today, you're gonna plant your feet underneath your hips, chest is up. Again, hip hinge, gonna reach the butt back while those dumbbells stay close to the legs. Then you're gonna squeeze up. All right, squeezing your butt muscles. Here we go. Hips push back, squeeze up. It's a nice soft bend in your knees. Make sure you aren't locking your knees out. Your knees should be soft, but make sure you aren't overly squatting as you go down. Right, we already did squats. Reach the butt to the wall behind you. All right, picture a mirror behind you. And you're trying to put your butt on that mirror. That's what you're doing. Push it back. Now, at the bottom of this movement, you should be able to sit a glass of water on your back. All right, keep that chest up, nice and flat. Big squeeze of that butt from the bottom up. Feel those hamstrings really stretching as you go down. And rest. All right, team. Put those weights down. We've got a stability, mobility movement. So we're going to come down into a plank position on our hands like we did in a warm-up. And from here, all we're going to do is pike our hips like a down dog. So allow those armpits to reach towards your hips and then settle back into a plank. 40 seconds, let's work. No rush here, take your time. You're reaching those hips up. Arms are nice and long as you extend through the hips. Suck the belly button in, be really intentional about this movement. Settle down, no rush. Almost there. Pike it up, we got 15 seconds to go. Big squeeze. That's it. Hips high. Get one more in there. Nice. Release those knees. Let's flip over into our back. We're going back to those heel drops like we did in a warm up. 40 seconds. So you can lift those arms up, legs are up, and you just drop in one heel at a time. All right, so go ahead and join with me. Now, if you feel like you want to challenge that core a little bit more, you can extend the legs out from a bend to an extension. You can also go to a straight leg drop. All right. You're really feeling badass today. You can do both legs, but just make sure you keep that lower back down. I'm not feeling badass. All right. So, badass enough for this single leg, but not double leg. All right. So, do what's going to challenge you. 5 seconds to go. And release. Nice job, team. Take your time standing up. You've gotten through round one. Now, again, it's going to pick up a little bit more because now we're going to a 30-second clock with about a 15-second rest, okay? You know the movements. We got curtsy lunges and rows. Do you want to level up, get heavier weights? Go for it. I'm going to level it up. I've been feeling good, so I'm going to go with it. All right, team, we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Curtsy lunges. Just alternating right and left curtsies. That's it, and breathe. 30 seconds here. Halfway. Push through that whole foot. Get one more in there. Nice. Little break. You got rows coming up. So I'm just going to get started ahead. Hips push back. And we're rowing up. It's 30 seconds, all right? Here we go. Big squeeze. And squeeze. Good. Now, while you're in this position, keep that tummy tight. Back is straight. Okay, make sure those shoulders aren't rounded and you're not jerking. You want to lengthen through that spine. Pinch those backbones together for your last 5 seconds. Get one more in there. Nice job. 15-second rest. I'm putting those weights down because my hands are like, hey, little breather. You got front squats coming up, all right? Here we go. 30 seconds. Less work. Down and up. Gonna make sure you're pushing those knees out, squeezing up through those glutes. Really activating them. That's it. Keep that chest up. And breathe. I got 15 seconds to go. How many reps can you get in? And rest. Nice job, team. You got those presses coming up, all right? I'm going to drop it for a second. Shake those hands out. All right, here we go. 5 seconds. Here we go. 30 seconds of work. Now, you want to level up even more than what you're doing. You can not take the breaks and go right to the next exercise. All right, so after these presses, you have RDLs, your Romanian deadlifts, right? 10 seconds, and breathe. I love a good Arnold press. Get one more in there. Nice job, team. 15 seconds rest. RDLs are coming up. Whew. Get ready. And if you already started your RDLs, your down dogs and planks are coming up. Here we go. Feet under your hips. Push the butt to the wall behind you. Keep that chest up. That's it. Reach, reach, squeeze, squeeze. Almost there. Told you this round was going to go really fast. 30 seconds of work. Get one more in there. Nice job, team. You got your plank into your pikes. Coming up. Again, you can start ahead. You got heel drops after this. All right, if you're with me, we're starting now. Inchworm down. Take a moment on that plank, nice and strong. Begin to reach the hip towards the ceiling. Settle back into the plank. Hips to the ceiling. Settle back into the plank. Sit 15 seconds. Really think about pulling the belly button in, keeping the arms nice and long. Squeeze the backbones together at the top. Pinch them. Let's get one more in. Whew. Flip it over. Heel drops. Let's get started. All right. Here we go. Again, find a level that works for you and that challenges you. You know, you can even play around with your foot position. Maybe you'll point your toes. Does that change the way the movement feels? Does it make it more challenging? If not, try the flex foot again. Now I'm really pressing my palms together again, adding a little bit more energy to this core and stabilizing. You can certainly plant the hands down by your hips. Good. Let's get one more heel tap in and rest. Whew. All right, team. We got one more round. Again, a little less recovery, more movement. So now we're on a 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds rest. We have a finisher, and then you're done. A lot of movements today, so a lot of volume. Decide on the weights that you're going to use. I'm going to use a combination of weights. Some movements I may need to go down in, or at least that's what I'm telling myself, but we'll see what happens. All right, we're going to get started in 10 seconds. Curtsy lunges, rows, and squats. All right, team, let's get ready for those curtsies. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Remember, 20 seconds of work, 10-second break. It's going to come really fast. So this might be a time for you to challenge yourself with a heavier weight. Don't rush the movement, though. Still be mindful of your positioning. Get one more in there. And rest. 10 seconds. You got rows coming up. Gonna come really quick. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds. Don't jerk. Big squeeze. If you find yourself jerking, maybe the weights might be a little too heavy for you. All right. You should be able to pause at the top and then release it back down. We got 5 seconds to go. Get one more in there. Good. And release it. You got squats coming up. 20 seconds. Front squats. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Down and up. Ooh. That's it. Squeeze. 10 seconds. Get what you can in. 5 seconds. I'm going to squeeze one more in there. Woo. Forgot press is coming up. I'm going to try to hold on to these weights. All right. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Inhale, exhale, and press. Already 5 seconds in. 10 seconds to go. That's it. 5 seconds, team. You got RDLs coming up. And breath. Whew. Let me shake out this grip. All right. 5 seconds. Romanian deadlift. Get ready for it. Let's work. 20 seconds. Big squeeze. Hips push, butt squeeze it up. Hips push back, butt squeezes up. I almost can't get those words out. Hips push back, but squeeze it up. Get one more in there. Nice, team. All right. Plank into down dog. Let's get started. 20 seconds. Really focus on reaching the hip to the ceiling, stepping back into the plank. Great stability for the shoulder. All right. As well as strength through the chest and core. You get one more in there. I lost track of time. Flip it over. 20 seconds of those heel tap. Let's get started. Here we go. Press those palms together. Really generate some what we call a radiation through the body. You feel that core fire up for 5 more seconds. Good job, team. And release it. All right, rock side to side. Take a moment. We're going to go into our finisher. Our finisher is 3-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible of the 2 movements, okay? So our first movement is going to be a squat to an overhead press. So you're going to start with a lighter weight. So what that's going to look like, you have your dumbbell in your right hand. We're going to reach the right foot back. So you're going to stagger the right foot back. You're still in a squat position. All right, so we're going to squat, and then we're going to press up over the opposite shoulder. You're going to squat. My foot is flat like I'm squatting, and then I power through my hips. All right, so we have 8 on each side. That's then going to be followed by a band pull apart. Okay, if you don't have a band, you can do the same movement bent over. So if you have a nice light resistant band, we're going to extend those arms out, and we're going to pull back through the upper back, right? Trying to pinch those backbones together. If you don't have a band, palms up, thumbs out, hip hinge, butt to the mirror. You're going to just raise up to the side. All right, from the front view, raise up to the side. All right, team. Again, 3 minutes, as many rounds as you can do. 8 wood chops, 10 band pull aparts. All right, 5 seconds. We're going to start those wood chops nice and slow. Right hand has the dumbbell, right foot steps back. Here we go. Squat, rotate, and press. So we reach it down to a squat, pivot through the toe. Reach it down, pivot. Gonna pick it up. 3 more. Pivot. 2, pivot. 1. Nice. Switching side. Right leg forward, left leg is back. Reach the dumbbell towards that left foot. Pivot up to the right. Down slow. Press up again, just moving nice and slow. Now I'm going to pick it up for the last 5. Like you're trying to put the dumbbell down to the floor. And rest. All right. Band pull apart or bent over. You got 10. We're 1 minute in. I'm hoping to get 2 more rounds in for the whole 3 minutes. I got to pick it up some. Big squeeze. So 8 each side, 10 band pull aparts. Nice. All right. Round 2. Here we go. 8 reps. Use that hip. Power from the hips. Whew. Other side. Hair is everywhere. Here we go. Squat and press. Squat and press. Heels down in a squat. Heel pivots as you press up. That's it, team. We got 1 more minute to go. Bam, pull apart. If you're already there, kudos to you. I gotta tie this hair back for a minute. All right. 10. I'm gonna try my best to get 3 in. Big squeeze of those backbones. Arms nice and long. All right. Round 3 for me. 30 seconds to go. Just picking it up a little bit. 20 seconds. I'm trying to get it in. How about you? 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. If you have time, just complete that last round. I'm going to get it in. Inhale, exhale. We're right at the top of the hour. So listen, if you're still squatting and pressing while the AMRAP is done, keep moving. Take note of how many rounds you got in and where you might have not completed the round. So when we get back to it on another class, you can try to beat it. All right, so if you're working, continue to work. I'm gonna just take a moment to get a little sip of water. Then we're gonna cool down, team. All right, you with me? Let's bring that right heel forward, hinging. Push the hip back. Nice little stretch in that hamstring. Keep the head above the heart. Perhaps your heart rate's still nice and high. And breathe. Good. Plant the toe down. We're going to lift the toe up. Tap it on the inside. Come to the middle. Tap it on the outside. Come to the middle. Release it down. Roll up. Let's switch sides. Left foot. Hinge that hip back. Hold it and breathe. Good. Plant that toe down. Good. Toe up. If this is your first class, thank you for joining. You made it. You set that intention for today and you got through it. So kudos to you. Right palm is out. Bring it across your body. Tell you, 80% of the struggle is just showing up. You do the best you can. Right? So getting in the habit of showing up. You're not showing up for me, you're showing up for yourself, telling yourself you know that you can do it. So just show up and do the best that you can. Good, let's bring that right arm overhead. Hold that stretch. Inhale. Switch sides. Nice. Let's take both arms back behind us, chin up, chest up. Hold that chest and shoulder stretch. From here, let's round the back. Sucking the belly in. Inhale up. Nice little lateral trunk. Center, opposite side. Back to the center. Let's take a last breath. And exhale out. Hey, team. Again, Coach MJ is here. Finish this workout with some good protein source.